The most valuable thing in our life is time. But the question is, are we using our time effectively? Everybody on the planet is given 24 hours equally. Why only some people are very successful in their life? Well, the answer depends on your actions. If you don't use your time properly, you are the one who is going to regret later. If you want to avoid such regrets, then this video is very important for you. Because today, I'm going to share literally everything I learned on time efficiency and productivity methods from one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, Elon Musk.
And then just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
In this video, I will walk you to the most effective methods, which made Elon Musk to be more productive, in 5 parts, which is one of the reasons to build his idea into a billion-dollar empire, and how you can implement in your life. I always wonder that, how does someone manage multiple billion-dollar companies like Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and The Boring Company, while also having the time to tweet and makes headlines on social media? After watching many of his interviews and speeches, I found this. We dream big, we have great ideas, but the gap between our vision and reality feels massive. Whether it's the constant distraction from social media, the pressure of daily life, or simply not knowing where to start, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The question is, what can we learn from him to become extraordinary?
But I think people can choose to be not ordinary. Yes, I think it's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary.
You see, Elon Musk has mastered something that can change everything, that is, focus. I've break down the methods into 5 parts that helps to turn ideas into reality, by conquering distractions, organizing his mind, and taking consistent, relentless action. And remember, you don't need to be a genius like Elon Musk to apply these principles in your own life. We all have unique ways to achieve success. The next question is, how? Before we talk about productivity or time management, we need to understand the core of Musk's success, mindset. Elon doesn't just manage tasks, he conquers his mind first. Part 1. Focus-driven mindset. Method 1. Time blocking. Musk uses something called time blocking. Instead of relying on to-do lists that can make us feel like we're always behind, he schedules every hour of his day specific tasks. This laser focus on one task at a time is key to his success. Imagine, instead of multitasking or randomly switching between tasks, you dedicated 1 to 2 hours to a single activity without distractions. The result? You'll finish tasks faster and with better quality. You write down in a planner to block your time or set a reminder in your phone. Even just 1 hour a day can create massive changes over time. Okay, now you how to allot your time, but the next one is the most important. Method 2. Conquering your mind. Musk's success isn't just about tools and tactics, it's about conquering the mind. He doesn't allow himself to get distracted. He trained his mind to prioritize what truly matters. Take a moment and think. What is the one thing you need to focus on to move closer to your goals? Write it down. That's the first step to conquer your mind. By your mind, you control your time, energy, and focus, instead of letting the world control it for you. How Elon Musk achieves superhuman levels of productivity by entering a state of deep work. And in the next part, we're about to dive into the secret behind Musk's ability to do what seems impossible. Part 2. The power of deep work, Elon's laser focus. Method 3. Eliminate distractions. Musk works in a state of deep work, where distractions are completely minimized. No unnecessary meetings, no random phone checks, no mindless browsing. He's hyper-focused on solving one problem at a time. I know this takes time to follow, but this is one of the effective methods to stay focused. Turn off unnecessary notifications for an hour each day. Increase the time of productivity gradually day by day, and that forms a habit. Now, suddenly you have a thought to check your phone or scroll your Instagram while working. What will you do? Try to work without your phone nearby so that you can finish what you have to finish. By eliminating distractions, you unlock the ability to work smarter, not harder. If you find this method is hard, then next method is for you. Method 4, the 5-minute rule. Ever look at a huge task and think, where do I even start? Musk doesn't let overwhelming projects slow him down. He breaks them down into the smallest possible pieces, a method similar to the 5-minute rule. The idea is simple. No matter how big or complicated the task, if you break it into 5-minute chunks, it becomes manageable. This approach keeps momentum high and prevents procrastination. You don't have to tackle everything at once, just focus on getting started. The same way, break down your current work into 5-minute tasks. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the big picture, focus on completing one small task at a time. This way you can even complete a book of 1,000 pages easily. In the next part, we'll reveal how Elon Musk identifies and focuses on what truly matters. Part 3, Prioritization. Method 5, First Principles Thinking. What is First Principles Thinking? The first principles is a way of thinking about and solving problems by breaking them down into their fundamental truths and then reasoning to make decisions. Musk is a big believer in first principles thinking. Instead of solving problems based on how they've always been done, he breaks things down to their most basic components.
First principles is kind of a physics way of looking at the world. And what that really means is you kind of boil things down to the most fundamental truths and say, okay, what are we sure is true, or as sure as possible is true? And then reason up from there.
Now, here comes the question. How do we break down the complex things into simple tasks? Let me explain you in 5 steps. Step 1, state your goal clearly and write down. Step 2, list the main obstacles. Step 3, question your assumptions. Step 4, break down the problem into its smallest part. Step 5, come up with the solution for each problem. This kind of thinking can revolutionize how you approach work, learning, and even personal growth. When tackling a challenge, ask yourself, what's the most fundamental truth about this problem? Start from there and build up a solution. But how to build that solution? Method 6, the 80-20 rule. Musk applies the 80-20 rule. He focuses on the 20% of tasks that will produce 80% of the results. This is also known as the Pareto principle. This is how he gets so much done in such little time. For example, think about a popular clothing brand. They might find that 80% of their revenue comes from 20% of their clothing lines. Instead of spreading resources thin across all products, they focus on enhancing those top-selling items, improving quality, and promoting them more aggressively. This strategy allows them to maximize profits and streamline operations by concentrating on what truly drives success. So, identify the 20% of tasks in your life that are driving the most value. Focus and work on those, and just cut out the rest. Simple. Part 4. Relentless execution, consistency over perfection. In this part, we'll dive into how Elon Musk achieves massive success through these 2 methods. Method 7, rapid iteration and testing. Elon Musk thrives on test fast and iterate. Instead of waiting for the perfect solution, he embraces a cycle of quick experimentation and continuous improvement. Whether it's designing a new rocket or business strategy, Musk launches early prototypes, tests them, gathers feedback, and refines them in real time.
So don't be afraid of new arenas. You can get a book, you can learn something, and experiment with your hands, and just make it happen. Find a way or make a way to get something done.
It's all about learning fast and adjusting quickly. By not being afraid to make mistakes or fail, you gather valuable insights that push you closer to your final goal.
You got to try hard to do it, and don't be afraid of failure.
This iterative process turns setbacks into stepping stones. Don't wait until everything is perfect to take action. Just start with what you have, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. That's it. Method 8. Relentless consistency. Forget perfectionism. Musk's secret is consistent, everyday action. He doesn't rely on motivation. Instead, he works based on consistency. This is how he makes progress every single day. Commit to doing one small thing every day that moves you closer to your goal.
It's like the Nike slogan, just do it. Just showing up is half the battle.
It's okay to miss a day in the beginning, but never let one missed day turn into two. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says, never miss twice. If you miss one day, try to get back on track as quickly as possible. Part 5. The long-term vision. Think bigger than yourself. Method 9. Long-term thinking.
Let's think beyond the normal stuff. There's this great holy grail potential in the future. You have to stay grounded in the short term. So, because if you don't do things that pay the bills, you're not going to achieve the ultimate long-term objective. But it's nice to have that sort of holy grail long-term potential out there as an inspiration for coming to work.
Elon Musk isn't just planning his next vacation. He's planning to colonize Mars. While most of us are figuring out what to have for lunch, Musk is thinking decades ahead. His ability to think beyond the immediate future is a huge part of his success. He doesn't just focus on short-term wins, he envisions what the world could look like 5, 10, even 20 years from now. This long-term thinking guides his decisions today. Whether it's building electric cars or sending rockets to space, he's constantly aligning today's actions with tomorrow's possibilities. For you, this could mean thinking beyond your next paycheck or job promotion. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years? Then, reverse engineer your goals. What can you do right now, today, that will move you closer to that future vision? By anchoring your daily actions to a bigger mission, you'll find it easier to stay motivated and focused on the journey ahead. Method 10. Inspire others and yourself. Musk's productivity isn't just about him, it's about inspiring others to join his mission. When you work on something that excites and inspires you, others will want to follow.
As Edison said, it's 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide, we're going to try to do things differently. Well, provided that they're better. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be different and better. But I think you just have to sort of decide. Let's think beyond the normal stuff.
What is the takeaway from this? Align your goals with something bigger than yourself. This will keep you motivated and driven, even when the path gets tough. The big takeaway, Musk's productivity is not some unattainable superpower. It's built on focus, prioritization, consistent action, and a long-term vision. He doesn't let distractions win. He conquers his mind every day, making sure his time and energy go where they matter most. You have the power to conquer your mind, to take control of your focus and start creating the life you've always dreamed of. You don't need to be a billionaire to apply this framework, but this framework will make you a billionaire. Start small. Time block your day. Eliminate distractions. Focus on the 20% of tasks that will give you 80% of the results. Think of one task, one idea, one dream. Set aside just 5 minutes today to start on it. Taking that first step is the beginning of something great. Remember, you're only one decision away from transforming your productivity and your life.
It's like the Nike slogan, just do it.
If you're watching till the end, comment, "Conquering my mind."